trains for this. He gets ready for this. And you know what? He went through everything. He went through Dan. He did everything he had to do. He got beat up just like you guys did. And you know what? We become good because of it. I could go on for days about Boondocks, but please go ahead and continue. Say what you need to say.
Boondocks is an asshole. He takes shortcuts.
Just like you did.
I didn't take any shortcuts, sir. I learned my craft. I'm really good at what I do. I'm not Boondocks.
You're going to tell me more about your training one day, but go ahead.
Sure.
One day, not today. I want to hear it today.
That's fine.
I want to know today.
I'll show you my certificates or marriage or whatever you're doing.
I can show you mine. I went to school.
That's great. I mean, you went to school for it, and I'm better than you without going to school. But that's topic for another day. I'm so sorry.
Let's leave the irrelevant things out of this, all right?
You're right.
Because I'll whip your ass. But let's just.
I mean, I think you should leave the relevant things out of this. I'm just saying. As far as Boondocks is concerned, he's taking shortcuts. He links up and he uses others. Because as a human being, just look at the things he's done. He used John the Cat Hardy, and then he dropped him, and you saw from who he really was. He tried to go solo, didn't work out. He teamed up with Violent A, went on the tour with Mike the Beast. Mike the Beast's not a great competitor himself, but he was champion. Managed to beat me.
It's a 3, you know, gotta beat your little Indian ass. Got the curry out of you.
Well, I'm not Indian, but I guess it would work.
Close enough.
Close enough. I mean, I don't know if you're mad about like the curry thing or the curry, like my curry being better than yours, but that's also another debate for another time.
We don't have curry in my beer, so please continue.
You don't have curry in your place?
We don't make it.
Don't make it?
Well, please continue.
I thought, what's in the beef patties? I'm assuming.
No. We don't really take time making it. We won't get into this. We won't get into this.
It's fine.
Alright.
Boondocks has taken shortcut after shortcut. And then he turned on a guy like Violent A, who you are also a big fan of.
I love Violent A.
Violent A.
Probably the best in the business right now.
He's entertaining to watch. I love him. I think he's great. I think with a few tweaks here and there, he would definitely be a future champion. Now, with that being said, why should Boondocks not get called out on stealing other people's maneuvers, on attempting to try to constantly start something between him and people that have nothing to do with him? So if I respond to something that Boondock said about me, I'm the bad guy?
No, that's not even what I said. You need to understand what I'm really trying to portray to you, display to you, try to make you understand, TPC.
Yes.
This is what you're going to do. You've already won your title, so I'm going to leave the TCW title out of this. Alright? What you're always going to try to do is, as soon as someone's getting theirs, you're going to walk out there and you're going to make a mockery out of them, just like you did today. Go out there and make a mockery out of each and every single person you possibly can. Anyone you have some kind of anything on.
So sensitive.
You rip them up. That's what you're going to do. Oh, no, I'm not the sensitive guy. You're the sensitive guy here. Because even with all your championships and everything you've done, and your fantastic wrestling ability, your big, angry bodyguard, violent ass, want to beat everybody down cousin, and everything else you got going on for you, you're still insecure. You're still insecure about yourself. You're still insecure about the originals. You're still insecure about everything about you. You're still insecure about whether or not Punisher 319 can still walk in here any day and whip your little ass. You're insecure as hell. And it shows every time you open your damn mouth.
You know what? You're right. You're probably right. Somewhere deep down inside of my heart of hearts, I'm probably insecure. But you know what? This is where you're digging in my closet. Let me dig in yours.
Go ahead.
And we all know this. BDM, whether I'm insecure or not, whether I worry about 319 or not, whether I worry about anybody else, whether Savage Motors or wannabe, Violent A, or whatever the hell you just mumbled.
Not even close to what I said, but continue.
I heard something like that in there. It doesn't change the fact of who you are and the things that you have done. So I'm gonna spit a little bit and I would really appreciate you to interrupt me. It's gonna be this exactly that. You are, without a shadow of a doubt, a bottom-feeding leech. You have sucked on and no homo. You have leached on and sucked off the popularity of anybody and anyone that you can verbally manipulate and use to your own benefit. And I see what you're doing with this new generation, or whatever you call it. And I've seen you. See, right now, the going is good. BDM, like all the many other times, he had left. He went somewhere else. But he came back because TCW's home, or maybe he just couldn't cut it elsewhere. Or maybe BDM just wasn't happy elsewhere. But he came in flying right back into TCW because TCW's home, right? So TCW, well, what BDM's doing? BDM was seeing prophecies. BDM, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong. It's cool. See your prophecies, whatever your thing is. But decided to leech on yet again, and it took you a while to come up with it. I was watching, I was waiting. Where's BDM going next? You leached off of TNT until they didn't need you anymore. They didn't care. Even Fat Nick's fat ass didn't care about what BDM was doing, what BDM could do, because BDM, at the end of the day, relies on other people to get his dirty work done, to see his vision come to life. You have done it countless times, numerous times. You have smashed people down in the bottom. And you're looking at me, and I'm saying it, I do from a competitive standpoint, because I know what it takes to get to the top. I know what I have to do, because I'm not holding anybody's hand. I'm not here to make sure Boondocks makes it to the top of me. Boondocks got to go by himself. And one day, if Boondocks can stand across from me at a TCW Mania with a title on the line, and he beats me, I'll damn sure shake his hand, because damn it, kid, you made it. But you didn't make it right now, and the shortcut you're taking don't help you with nothing. Now with you, back to the subject of you have used constant people. I said the TNT thing, and you know what I mean by that. You're a bona fide, you're a leech. You tried to bring these other people in, and that's who you are as a person. Right now you're here, and then when the time for you to find something else and something better, you will be gone. Unless that doesn't work out for you, and you come floundering back in with your propaganda, because maybe BDM, just maybe, it's not the system's fault. It's not my fault. It's not X's fault. Anybody else's fault. Maybe it's just you can't cut it. Maybe you should work on you before you start a movement with ulterior motives behind what you really are trying to accomplish. You got people's ears because you're getting the ones that don't think for themselves. I've been thinking, I've been watching, and I've been contemplating every single thing. From the moment I wake up on a Monday to on Sunday night, when I go to sleep, body banged up or not, from TCW. Because I know for a fact that people like you and a ton of other people in the back are sitting there waiting to use anything I say, do against me, to slander or dramatize anything I do in their benefit. So I'm made to look like a bad guy, or take my actions out of context, my statements out of context, and use them against me. Princess tried to do it, and I've taken care of that. I have done it with people countlessly, so please, you go ahead and you can try BDM, but at the end of the day, I know, and there's no way you can ever change my mind about you, Jesus man, is that you are in this for yourself. I don't know where you're going with this. I'll be honest. I'm not Chris Angel or anything like that. I'm not some secret mad scientist. But I know there is no way in hell that you are just going to do it for the benefit of everyone else. You got their ears with that, but in your heart and in your mind, you have something to gain from this. I know you're just not that great of a person at the end of the day. We're talking about a guy here. This guy. Didn't you try to break Savage Mo's leg once by taking Prince's bounty money? So please tell me how that guy, that may or may not read the Bible on occasion, can be such a lighthearted human being and then, hey, call me out on my actions of things I've done. I'm teaming up with guys that kick me off of a roof, and you criticize me for making fun of a guy that helped me get run over?
May I speak?
Right. Refill anyone? Can somebody get me a refill?
Definitely got a lot out there. All right. First thing first. I've never been a bottom feeder. I'm gonna make that real simple. I came over here by my damn self. Fought JD. Fought the match, first match I had in a long time, lost the match. Came back to Warfare, because simply spoke to TCW management. They wanted to know who else I had. I told them, you know what? I got more people, but I'm gonna come in my way. No one was happy about that, so you know what? I did it my way. Brought back anybody who wanted to come through. You know what? They were all rusty as hell too. Look back at that footage and see the way they fought, see the way they wrestled, see the way they even spoke, compared to how they do now. They needed to grow. They need to get themselves ready for this place, for the newest version of TCW. They need to feel it, understand it. And I did everything I could to make sure that they got their opportunities. Everyone knows this. I'm the only person who still has love for that old TNT feel. You know why? Because I did everything I could to make sure they were good, and they are. Machine was damn near a legend. Rose and West are pretty much going to be fighting for the TCW championship in a hot minute, as long as West doesn't end up wrestling Chambers, which I don't think is going to happen. Fat Nick is sitting down with you, fighting against the Cult in what's probably the most exciting thing going on for the fans right now. Not so exciting for me and you, but really exciting for the fans.
Yeah, I hear it every week.
Yeah, and you know what I'm doing right now? I just pop right back in, trying to do my little thing, and I see something that has been needing to be fixed for a long time. I'm trying to fix it. Everything I've ever done, every championship I've ever won, had nothing to do with anyone else. Old school TCW, every single title I won, that was me. Never had a group until I had TNT. When I beat Psycho Danny twice, you know, someone in your big four, as soon as I waltzed in and beat his ass,
I did it. Your idea, right?
I did it twice. You know, and I didn't have any TNT help. No one from TNT came out in either of those matches.
I know.
And you know, you tell me that I couldn't have Talk Machine or one of those guys to come out there and help me. I didn't want their help. I didn't need their help. You know why? Because I can handle my damn self. The only time a group is ever helpful for me is keeping myself safe when there's a whole ton of people trying to whip my ass for saying what I need to say. And honestly, right now, do you see me walking up to any person and saying, be part of my damn group? I didn't do that. I simply came out with an idea and was like, do I have a point? I said what I had to say, and I left from in between your gates. Yes, your gates. And I walked out, and Blue Nut said I had a point, and people walked out for whatever reasons, and I sat down on my Facebook and sat down and typed it up and made sure everyone understood what was going on with that. This revolution, this new generation, isn't going to do anything to benefit me. You know what the smart thing to do would have been right now? Get a couple of people, similar to the way Andrew did, but in a different way. I would have gotten a couple people together, and I would have gotten myself the TCW freaking championship. Because since everyone's so focused on this Cult crap, guess what's the smartest thing to do? Try to be #1 contender for the TCW title. That's what I'd be doing. I bust Rose's ass like I did right before he won the belt. I take it, and then I take my ass to wherever the hell I want to go. That's what I would be doing. So if you're talking about me being the evil genius, that's what I would have did. And you know what Mo and his goddamn leg? You know what? I thought Mo was a prick anyway. So you know what? Yeah, that's what we did. Prince put out a bounty. Someone was going to do it anyway. We might as well get the cash. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't the nicest guy when I came to TCW. But you know what? You guys didn't exactly rub me the right way when I walked in. My first match, y'all, I'm here. Welcome TCW, boy. Acting like I had already been there. In your TCW before you came in, yep, before the originals. I was already tag team champion and US champion in your goddamn TCW. I fought 319 before you knew what a 319 was. As far as I'm concerned, you're Rookie of the Year to me.
Rookie of the Year to you in 2007, and I did.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And now you've grown and you're fantastic, and you've won many titles. You're good. You're damn good. If I get in a ring with you, it's not going to be an easy feat. I probably will lose. I probably will win. God really doesn't know. Only God knows. Better wait for it.
Alright, I got something to say with
Go
what
ahead.
you just said. Exactly. So, you come up here with your group and your theories and etc., 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 and I have one thing to say. Yeah, sure, you wrestled then. You wrestled back then. That's great. I didn't know who you were. I never heard of you. I think Savage Mo actually heard of you. I believe he told me, yeah, he heard of you.
God took 319 to his limits, that whole thing, you know?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I met Fat Nick twice. Didn't know who he was, so that's why I don't understand people call him an original.
Because he was there before you, continue.
So that in that essence, you would be an original, but you're not.
I'm not claiming that. I refuse to claim it. Technically, I could, but I don't want to be put inside that little ballpark. But continue.
Let me give you the definition of a TCW original, and I'll tell you why it's so insignificant to the bigger picture of what's going on.
Yeah.
The original. The originals is post 319, when TCW should have been dead, and 4 guys kept this brand alive, which is why you have somewhere to talk. Which is why a guy like Mime can walk in and do something and be taken seriously. A guy like Mime, a guy like Balane, who may not speak all the time, but is a goddamn performer at a place to compete. He has a place to compete. I'm talking about to a live audience, all right? I'm not a conversation around the water cooler, all right? A guy like Machine can come here and show off his talents, the athletic, just pure athleticism. A guy like Smash Mouth who come to, I guess, hurt people. It's only here because of guys like me, Savage Mo, Mr. X, Psycho Danny, JD, who came along later, to really put himself, and even Jackal to an extent. Even though he's there for a very short time, we kept this place alive. That's why you guys are somewhere to compete. I don't give a damn about 319. I don't give a damn about who you wrestled, where, and I'm not even making this